Back at it again, folks, right here at Brooks Landscaping with the Dirt Doctor and the professionals right here at Brooks Landscaping, where we make dirt look good like you never thought we could. And in this landscape, we completely transformed this customer's entire backyard, their entire courtyard to be exact. This is the side of their home, and it gave them the ability to be able to take back their entire landscape. And we did that with a multitude of different things. First, focusing on what the customer wanted. That was this beautiful mulch that you see here. So we incorporated that into the design, but we could not allow that to be throughout the entire design, as we did have a landscape drainage problem. So what we focused on is our beautiful decorative gravel. As you can see here, this aggregate being of a size of 1 to 2 inches, that's about the size of an egg. And then this beautiful river rock here being about 6 to 8 inches, about the size of the palm of your hand, or the size of your hand stretched wide open, allows for you to be able to understand how we were able to pull this marvel of engineering out and allow this customer to be able to not only take back their landscape, but deal with their landscape and their drainage issues. Because as I said, guys, this area that you currently are looking at was a dilapidated mess, nothing but a muddy mess to be exact, and it had a tremendous amount of erosion problems. So I'm going to take you through this landscape so that you can see exactly what we did and how we were able to help this customer get back their landscape in the most exceptional fashion. Now, we first focused on being able to give them a nice walking area. So as you can see within this design right here, we focused on being able to give them a nice walking area by creating a path that used the beautiful river rock and the decorative gravel as a way to not only suck up the water that would have been able to stand on this landscape, but to also implement our beautiful stepping stones in order to give this customer a beautiful transition on their landscape and a design that's going to be able to last a lifetime. In addition to that, we focused also on being able to make that go succinctly throughout the landscape as a way to not just make this a decorative gravel area. I love the customers a DIY idea by being able to have this mulch area here. They're going to be adding more planters on this side of the landscape. They're going to be doing their own planting on this side of the landscape. And as I take you through, you're really going to be able to understand what we did. Now, as you can see, this beautiful decorative gravel, absolutely necessary, guys, in order to deal with the amount of water that was moving on this landscape. Now, it's going to move through this channel, and it's never even going to seem as if it's doing so because of the way in which this decorative gravel is able to suck up that water. Now, we went a step further and gave this customer what I like to call an opportunity for a beautiful Zen garden by being able to take this existing area and put the beautiful design together that allow for them to be able to have the topsoil installed correctly so that they can plant there at their own leisure. And so when you begin to understand what we did on this landscape, guys, it starts to help you understand why we become so effective right here in the Bentwater 7 Hills area, as well as throughout Paulding County in dealing with landscape drainage problems. And it has a lot to do with the fact that the drainage solutions that we provide, they always give our customers their landscape back. So when we talk about what we did for this customer, we're talking about them being able to utilize their outdoor living space for a lifetime. They're never going to have to worry about how they're going to solve their drainage problems, as this is already being done through the design that I've come up with that allow for this to be able to be something that the customer loved, as well as something that we were able to give the customer that they were able to see as a solution to the drainage problem. This area that we're currently walking on, if you check out our before videos, you're going to see that it was nothing but a muddy mess. It always stayed wet, and it wasn't allowing for the customer to be able to utilize this space. And so what I did is I turned it into a courtyard, but focused on being able to give the customer a little bit of what they want and a lot of what they needed. So we went with the river rock and decorative gravel along with the stepping stone. Because of the aggregate, that being the type of rock that it is, it sucks up a tremendous amount of water. So it became necessary that we created a design that allowed for us to suck up a tremendous amount of water, even focusing on the way in which we went around the AC unit as a better way to accent the way in which the water was moving on this customer's landscape. All of this has given us the ability to be able to give them back their landscape in an exceptional fashion, and then also in a way in which they never even seen possible. That's right, they never even seen this as an opportunity, and it does say that we've been able to do it in an exceptional fashion. And it does also say that if you're in the Bentwater 7 Hills area, or you're in the Paulding County area specifically, and you're looking for a drainage solution, well, guess what, guys? You don't gotta look far. Now, all you have to do is give the professionals right here at Brooks Landscaping a call.